Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Yuli. The doctor is in. Hi, everybody. How's everyone been doing? I know, once again, I have been gone for an eternity, but I have been really, really super busy. I've been in the middle of a long rehearsal and performance process for a show that I've been in here in town, which final performance is tomorrow. So I'll really finally sort of be able to get back into my normal routine. But, when you're involved with a show, those of you that are, also singers, actors, dancers, whatever, if you're in a production, you're in a production. And it's like everything sort of revolves around that. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been up to. And amongst other things, finishing up my semester at school, yada, yada, yada. But I wanted to come and check in because I finally decided, I got to come in and check up with my patients. Hope you guys are doing well. See what you're doing. Let you know that I'm doing okay, and all that good stuff. So hope you guys are transitioning into this interesting spring weather we've had. The pollen count is high. The allergies are going haywire. I know mine are. I ain't got my contacts in because my eyes are so puffy and itchy and scratchy. So, but anyway, I wanted to talk about tonight something that sort of follows up with a number of posts that I've done here on YouTube. It's sort of becoming, I guess, a recurring theme with me. Starting to feel like a little bit of a broken record, but that's okay. So let me share with you my philosophy. That's my funny way of saying philosophy from my perspective, from Dr. Yuli's perspective. So this is my philosophy on this particular topic, and it has to do with my whole thing with self-confidence, self-empowerment, believing in oneself, being true to oneself, that whole thing. I've done it in a number of my posts now, just sort of touched on it, and I'm going to touch on it yet again. And the reason why I am sort of back at this sort of square number one in my topics, is because over the past few weeks, in various circles and parts of my life, I have felt a vast amount of sort of negative energy that is directed at me. And maybe I'm paranoid, but I don't think I am in this respect because, I think we as people, we have instincts and we pick up on the vibe someone is putting out. When someone is sending out a certain energy towards you, you will pick up on it. If it's a good energy or if it's a bad energy. We, I think, just have this sort of innate clairvoyance where we pick up on something. Something isn't right. If something isn't right, if it doesn't feel right, 9 times out of 10 it isn't. It's that natural instinct. And I've been picking up a lot of that in various circles of my life. My professional life, my academic life, some spheres of my personal life. And it really has started to weigh down on me. And I had to get some things off my chest. And I thought, why not make a post about it? And so to come home and do a little YouTube confessional sort of thing. And what my philosophy with this whole thing is that, like I've said before, I have taken great confidence in being a very self-confident person, in being a very real person with who I am. It's taken me a while, and it's still a process I am working through. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 6 months. It's not going to happen in a year. It's just, I think for each of us, it's a special case that is tailored to whatever situation we're in. And for me, I would say this is a process I've begun over the past maybe 2 years, 2.5 years. It's like the excavation of Yuli, the emancipation of Yuli, if you will. And so far, on the whole, it's been a very positive thing. Those that really understand what I'm doing is not about them, but it really is about something I need to do for myself, they get it. They're cool with it. And actually they are encouraging it. But then there are some people that, because they see this change in my personality, so they think, when in all actuality it's really just me actually giving you a personality. It's me actually deciding to be a conscious human being, to exude a point of view for once, and to just be me and not worry about how it's going to be perceived, not be self-conscious. So those people that see it as a change, that I've flipped the script, so to speak, they get all just hot and bothered. They get just thrown off by it. And when they get thrown off, instead of just adapting and realizing that it's me making a change, a good change for myself, they take it as a threat. They feel threatened by it. They then want to squash it out. They want to stomp it out. They want to smite the flame, as it were. And I think that that comes from one's own level of self-degradation or whatever. It's their response is, I'll say it like this, their response is coming from them not being comfortable. They don't have their own level of self-confidence. Or if they do, it's not on solid ground. It's a little shaky. And so when someone is exuding a very quiet confidence, and that light that comes from that just radiates, penetrates a room, it just has a presence that perceives itself, they get thrown off. They get bamboozled, and they don't know what to think. And so, rather than try to understand it and appreciate it and realize that it has nothing to do with you, with someone trying to knock you out of the limelight, it's just that person doing them, instead of realizing it that way, they take it as, oh, well, they think they all that. No, it's not about that. We don't need the shade. We don't need that kind of energy. And I've been getting a lot of that lately. I've been really picking up on it more. And whether these people are conscious or not of what their actions are sending out, what kind of energy they're sending out, I'm picking up on it. I can tell, like I said, you can tell when something isn't right, when something don't feel right. Your intuition clues in, and you're aware of it. And if you're not aware of it, then let me prescribe to you to get on that train. You need to pick up the scent and realize, what people send out, it does translate in the physical world in a way to me. I really, really believe that.